Memories are just your senses and what you can keep stored in your brain. Joel was, so he was close. He was somebody who would become a close friend to you because he liked to be near. He liked to, you know, he just liked to be close. You know, he sat in my lap until he was like 10 or something. So, but I think it made him feel good to be a good friend and close to people.
We talk on Instant Messenger. I was away at school in Michigan at the time when he was starting to look at cars, and he was telling me what kind of things he was looking at, and I was kind of giving him my suggestions about it. What kind of car is really cool? I said, oh, the '69 Mustang, that is an awesome car. He wasn't the biggest fan of driving, but he had to have a cool car.
Football, he loved football, but it was frightening as his mom to listen to him, you know, hear the helmets crack and all the pads go. But he'd get up and, you know, he'd be okay most of the time. He loved the tackling part. The contact with football was natural, and then wrestling was natural too. And when he was a junior, he knew that that was his last time to really impact his GPA to get into the schools he wanted to get into. He really buckled down, and it was kind of a turning point. Got the 4 on the AP test, and, you know, we were like gearing up, and okay. The senior year never happened. Friday was my birthday. We were having my birthday barbecue pizzas, and he kind of showed up, came through, threw one together. The kids were hanging out and having a campfire. So he said, I'll be back, and he scarfed down his last couple bites of his pizza, and his friends showed up at the house, and they took off and went. And that was the last time I saw him. And I can't even really remember what the conversation was that I had with him. When I woke up the next day, his stepbrother's grandma was here, and she'd brought a strange note in from our mailbox, and it was a coroner's note, and we thought that was really, really weird to have a coroner's note in your mailbox. And it was the coroner's note saying that Joel had died in a car accident. So what now? Okay, my son's been killed in the car accident. He was backseat passenger. He was seatbelted. Trying to get a ride home that night. And basically, they were just being kids in the car, driving a little bit fast down Foothill. It was all good intentions, you know, but with kid behavior, it turns bad. It just turns bad. And then there's all the stuff that you're gonna miss in the future. Here's what would have been his graduation announcement. Some ridiculous amount of schools started sending information about the school and looked like kind of a student that they would be happy to have. And I finally got mad about all those letters coming. You know, it's just like, he's not coming. He won't be coming to any of your schools.
A lot of times you don't take the time to consider what could have happened in the future. I don't have my brother anymore. Like he's not here. He's not around. I don't have the opportunity to asked him to be like my best man whenever I get married. My kids won't have a biological uncle. They won't have Joel. And he would have been an amazing uncle. So many things are so different than they could have been.
You can't recreate a person in your memories. It's not the same as them being here. When I'm 80, what will I remember?